everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage, where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is all about my budget for January 2022, so don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So what on earth is happening? I'm already planning my January 2022 budget. In fact, we've hardly got any days left of 2021 and I'm not going to be sad at all to see that year over and getting into hopefully what is going to be a better year than the previous two. And that being said, I'm here with my budget. This is my trusty budget planner. You can get this in my Etsy store and I'll leave a link below to that. I'm going to turn to month 3 because that's the month I'm using this for. So here we go in month 3. So the first of the aims of the months. Now these will become much more clear once I share my January the 1st video with you, because lots of this will then make more sense as to why I'm doing things like this. So don't forget to come back on the 1st of January when I reveal all about my 2022 challenge for the year. But that being said, the aims for the month. So January is going to be a no spend month for me. Now it always is, to be fair. I like to kind of get back to basics, and just especially after December is so spendy for our family, I feel like kind of just really cutting out all that spending just helps me no end for the rest of the year. I have a Facebook group about having a no spend month, so if you would like to join me over there for that, I'll leave a link below to that so you can join there as well. There aren't any one-off expenses this month. The only thing that's majorly different in our expenses generally is from next week I'm going to be back to work full-time, and so our childcare bill has increased really quite dramatically compared to what it has been. And obviously that's going to have an impact on our budget, on how much we can save and all that, but you know, we'll just have to see. This first month is going to be a bit of a let's see what happens kind of thing, which isn't normally how I like to budget, but there we go. And my no spend day aim, considering it's a no spend month, is 25, which doesn't leave me a lot of spend days, I'm not going to lie, but that, you know, the whole point is that I'm kind of doing a bit of a circuit breaker, not to use the government's term there, and just really kind of stop spending. We've got a lot of stuff in our house and just, you know, it just means going kind of back to basics and really prioritising where our money goes. So let's do the budget for the month ahead. So I'm going to start with our variable expenses like I always do. So food wise, this is one of the categories that I want to have the biggest change. We seem to be, and I go on all the time about how you can feed your family for kind of not very much and stuff, but actually I found going around the supermarket that prices for lots of products, lots of everyday things that we use are going up in price, and it is having a big impact on my overall food spend. So this month I'm going to again go with the no spend month theme and kind of just really going back to basics. I'm going to put this food spend budget at £200. Now bearing in mind we're a family of 4 and this includes all meals and snacks and drinks in that number, that's going to be a really big ask. I'm not entirely sure whether I'll manage to do it or not. I'm not even sure if I'll manage to get through the entire month with any of these intact, but we're going to see. We have quite a few things in the freezer. We've got lots of things that I need to use up. Obviously I've got stuff in my stockpile that will help, but we will see. But that is the aim, 200. If I do that as a food shop, that will be the lowest it's been in such a long time. And like I said, I feel like lots of things that we use kind of weekly are going up in price, so it's just going to have to see in terms of balancing that. We'll see. Petrol wise, now this is another one which is going to go up in the budget. Because I'm working full time now, I will use a lot more petrol. So this is going to go up to £200. And again, this is a bit of an estimate. I haven't really got an idea whether that's going to be enough, but for now it will have to be, and we will see. And again, at the end of the month we will reassess in terms of, is that enough? Petrol is like a non-negotiable, because I have to get to work and back. You know, I have to get the kids to things, I have to get them from the childminder. It's just unfortunately one of those things in your budget as an adult that, you know, travel, however you get to work and back, has to be in there. Miscellaneous is going to be £100. I want it to be less than that, but at the same time, again, that kind of covers so many different things, including the cat's food, that I don't want to leave that short. Children, again, their budget does not come into the no spend month or what my challenge is when it comes out on the 1st of January. It doesn't, but eating out is 0. So the children, when you find out what the challenge is for 2022, the children's budget and their activities and all the other things that come in kind of their umbrella of budget is not affected. It's not impacted at all. It's not about making them miss out on stuff. It's absolutely the opposite in the end, but I'll share more about that on the 1st of January. So that's my variable expenses, and that comes to £600 exactly. It's still quite a lot, isn't it? The next one I'm going to talk about is investments and savings. Now these are the ones where I don't know how much we'll be able to save more. In theory, because I'm kind of doing more hours, in theory we should do, but like I say, the childcare bill and related costs and petrol as well is all going up. So actually overall we probably won't come out with that much more, which is quite depressing, I'm not going to lie. Investments, I'm going to put a £700. Surely in a no spend month we should be able to do that, and a £50 in our emergency fund, and that is £750. Like I say, in a no spend month, and I'm working more, £700 we should be able to do, providing that things don't keep going up and up. If you've got any tips on how to kind of manage just rising prices overall, feel free to leave them in the comments. I can't be the only one that is struggling with this at the moment. And any hints and tips you can give to everybody, please leave them down below. The next thing I'm going to talk about there, so I've done savings and investments, I'm going to go across. So overpayment, again, this used to be such a bigger number, but my budget doesn't just go in every direction at all. So my overpayment for this first month is going to be £100, and we'll just see how that goes in terms of whether I can kind of do that amount each month. And it is under the debt repayments thing because it, you know, at the end of the day the mortgage is the debt that we have. And finally, sinking funds here. So I've got 3 at the moment. Again, I'm going to share with you my updated sinking funds. They have changed slightly for 2022. There is a video coming out about those. But Christmas, I'm going to put £30 in Christmas, £20 in birthdays and £20 in the school holidays, and that makes £70 there. My sinking funds, like it has been for this year, and it will be the same for 2022, they are funded purely from my side hustles. So things like my Etsy store, so thank you if you buy anything from there, the buy me a coffee where people buy me a virtual coffee, or kind of the very small amount I make from YouTube, all of that goes into my sinking funds, which helps tremendously during the month. And there's an exciting one in there as a new one this year, which I will again will share with you when that video comes out. But that is my budget for now. If I then turn over, so again, I can't use any of these yet. So no spend days, this is going to be the big one. So no spend day aim is 25, and I'll colour those in different colours. I love my no spend day tracker, so you can get this as just a printable if you want to in my Etsy store, which gives you 12 months worth of no spend days trackers that you can just print as many times as you like. This keeps me on track so much. I know no spend days are kind of a real hit and miss. People either love them or hate them. I love them. And turning on, obviously we can't fill out any of this yet. I've not done any of the month yet. Oh, this is squeaky. So I'll just turn through all of these. So extra income, so I have done a bit of a sort out and I've got some more stuff. We have so many kind of children's toys, children's clothes. You know, if you've got young children, you'll know that they get ridiculous amounts of stuff from other people during this time, and I've kind of done a bit of a sort out, and I've got a massive bag to take to the charity shop, but there are certain things that I'm going to try and sell on Facebook Marketplace as well. So, and if I do any of this extra income, it's going to purely go in our sinking funds at this point, because it just they need to be started, and if there's any kind of extra money there, that's where they're going to go. And the savings aim, so this here is basically my investments, and that is going to be £700. And that is my budget for the month ahead. For the month of January, in a new year already, how mad does that seem? But there we go, that is my budget for the month ahead. Have you done yours? How is yours looking? Let me know how you're getting on. Are you feeling excited for a new year? Are you going to join me for the no spend month? And like I said, I'll leave a link below to my Facebook group where I will post about that. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.